My lecture topic is Vehicle Emission Standard. Emission standards are the legal requirements governing air pollutants released into the atmosphere. Emission standards set qualitative limits on the permissible amount of specific air pollutants that may be released from specific sources for specific time frames. They are generally designed to achieve air quality standards and to protect human life. Different regions and countries have different standards for vehicle emissions. Regulatory sources. Many emission standards focus on regulating pollution released by automobiles and other powered vehicles. Others regulate emissions from industry, power plants, small equipment such as lawn mowers and diesel generators, and other sources of air pollution. In United States, it has a set of emission standards that all vehicles must meet. The United States emission standards are managed by the Environmental Protection Agency (EPA). In 2014, the EPA published its Tier 3 standards for cars, trucks, and other motor vehicles with tightened air pollution emission requirement and fluoride and sulfur content in gasoline. EPA has separate regulations for small engines such as ground-keeping equipment. The states must also promulgate miscellaneous emissions regulators in order to comply with the National Ambient Air Quality Standards. State-level standards. In an effort to decrease emissions from heavy-duty diesel engines, core mayor program funds upgrade the advanced regulations. In India, Bharat Gas emission standards are emission standards instituted by the Government of India to regulate the output of air pollutants from internal combustion engine equipment, including motor vehicles. The standards and the timeline for implementation are set by the Central Pollution Control Board under the Ministry of Environment and Forest. The standards based on European regulations were first introduced in 2000. Progressively stringent norms have been rolled out since then. All new vehicles manufactured after the implementation of the norms have to be compliant with the regulations by 2014. The country was under a combination of Euro 3 and Euro 4 based norms, with Euro 4 standards partly implemented in 13 major cities. Till April 2017, the entire country was under BS4 norms, which is based on Euro 4. As of now, manufacturing and registration of BS6 vehicles has started. From April 2020, all BS6 manufacturing is mandatory and respectively. Vehicles have a grace period between 8 and 12 years from the initial registration to comply. The grace period depends on the vehicle types as follows: light commercial vehicles 8 years, heavy commercial vehicles 9 years, micro buses 10 years, large buses 12 years, special vehicles 10 years, diesel passenger cars 9 years. Furthermore, the regulation allows fulfillment of its requirement to be postponed by an additional 2.5 years depending on the age of the vehicle. This delay was introduced in part of the harmonized MOX and PM law the program. In Europe, before the European Union began single emission standard, there were several different sets of rules. Members of the European Economic Community has a united set of rules considerably lesser than those who are interstate one. These were tightened gradually, beginning on cars of over 2 liters displacement as the rise use impact segment. The ECE norms also essentially require catalytic converters begin taking effect. The initial step applied to cars over 2000 cc in two stages in October 1988. Within the EEC, Germany was a leader in regulating automobile emissions. Germany gave financial incentives to buyers of cars that meet US or ECE standards.